Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. My character's been. Oh, no. No. Okay, there she goes.
Yeah, there are bounciness issues. Hi, FK. Hi, Drago. Hi, Orca.
Hello, hello. We have side quest here.
Yes. Get back to your side quest in class.
Yes. Oh. I think I was still main questing because it hadn't tipped over yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I will main quest it.
Out of sight. Riesenbrook needs help with a rather delicate situation. Ooh, ether current. Hey, you're those adventures everyone's been talking about, aren't you? Just the woman I wanted to see. You've a bit of time to spare, I hope. Hour and a half? It seemed a bloody miracle we managed to take Alighieri without spilling a drop of blood. But it was all thanks to one man, a man the Alliance would very much like to speak with. Getting him to come in for questioning, however, has proven more trouble than we thought. It's not my place to be dealing with this, to be honest with you, but I think it'd be best to resolve the matter quietly if possible. Things could get messy around here if the Alliance or the Resistance started kicking up a fuss. I like to draw attention if I leave my post, but you adventurers are free to move about as you please. So, what do you say? Can you give me a hand?
What?
Thank you. You adventurers are good folk. Now, I really shouldn't say much more out here in the open. You best go and speak with him yourself. Bout's his name. He can tell you the rest. I think that cannon would be nicely swapped out after a week of scrubbing it down.
Nope, nope, nope. Cannon swabbing is a never-ending journey. Yeah, that. I'm doing great tonight. How about you?
Eric, it's been hours. Enough with the spit and polish already. One can never have too much polish. Of course, I ran out of spit an hour ago. The adventurers slew Lord Van Balesar? They sent you to claim my head, then?
No?
No? Riesenbrook sent you to help? Oh, thank heavens. See, I'm actually a Centurion of the Garlean forces. Now, before you do anything rash, let me explain. When I learned of the Allied forces' approach, I knew we had no way of repelling them, so I ordered all of my men to retreat from Alighieri. I then planned to turn myself in, but I ran into certain complications. I can see you're unconvinced. Tell you what, why not ask the villagers about me? You hear what they have to say. I think you'll come to understand why I couldn't turn myself in. I doubt anything else I say will convince you, so go ahead. See what they have to say.
We will. J. Delaney? Bout? This place wouldn't be the same without him, and we certainly have no intentions of sending him to be butchered by the Alliance.
Okay. That is such a rude-gated name. Wicked Ambush.
Yes, it is.
Where did you hear that name? I won't have anyone speaking ill of him. Unless you're looking to pick a fight, you'll keep your mouth shut. Hey.
We're just asking.
What do you want with Bout? He's not in trouble, is he? We already told the Alliance scum they can't have him. Okay, then.
So the entire town is actually trying to protect him. Because they like him. What the heck did you do, boy?
There you are. Now do you see the cause for my hesitation? In light of their reaction to my being arrested, the Alliance has allowed me to remain here for the time being, but for all intents and purposes, I'm a war prisoner. The villagers initially meant to keep me hidden, but harboring one's enemy is a serious crime no matter whose side you're on. I've heard what the Alliance does to those who help the Guardians. Stuff of nightmares, I tell you.
I think that's propaganda. Hello, Doodles.
Yes, hey, Doodles. My execution is assured the moment they take me into custody. But if the villagers should take arms in protest, they don't deserve such a bloody fate. Brook has made a valiant effort to assuage the people's anger. There's only so much a man in his position can do. I know how strange this may seem, but I want you to convince the people of Aligiri to allow for my surrender. I didn't check. Defending, slaying.
Meh. I'll go for the material.
Yay, Aether Current! And now sequel. Public opinion. Bout is ready to get to the root of his problem. It's healing and casting. So you'll help them? Good, good. For a start, it'd be nice to know why they're so insistent on protecting me in the first place. You don't know? Now, I'd love to spare my blushes and leave all of this all to you. We need to hear from as many people as we can. How about we both make a sweep of the village and meet back here? You go on ahead. I need to figure out a good way to approach the subject without embarrassing myself.
Can we get there from here? Nope. Oh no! Odin is up in the shroud!
Oop.
Odin.
Yep. Must be paying attention to a channel I'm not.
Novice Network.
That would do it. Bout hadn't stopped his men. I wouldn't be standing here before you. It was hard, but fair. Now these resistance fighters have taken over the place. Sure, they seem friendly now. Just you wait. Yeah, I think we have a propaganda problem. Beeps.
Quit? Quit!
Fine.
I
Well,
never... Yeah, I know. Throat. I never did anything wrong, but the Garlemald would always hit me. Mr. Bot was different, though. He was always there to cheer me up, and he'd play with me sometimes. Do you think these new people will play with me, too?
Peeps will.
Beep beep! This way, and this way, and over around this way. Hello, Mr. Diligent Youth.
Diligently being out of the way. I think it's fair to say we all owe about a great debt. I'd tell you more, but as you can see, I'm a little busy. Why not go talk to Ujidalani?
You seem like the Makote in the know. Ah, the adventurers from before. Renan Ladonia, was it? You wish to know about Bat? I would love to tell you about him. First, I must ask a favor. The village has been plagued by spitting spinners as of late. I took a look around and discovered they've built a nest close by. I considered petitioning the soldiers for aid, but you seem more than capable enough of the job. Help me get rid of the nest and I'll tell you everything you want to know. Agreed?
Agreed.
Excellent. Let's get going then. I'll lead the way. There you are. The nest is just ahead.
Keep them. Indeed. Oh, more. There. Not there. Are we done? Yes.
No more punching time. Boo!
No.
Thank you ever so much. I can't tell you how many we've nearly lost trying to do with those horrible things. Sadly, this isn't the first time they've caused trouble. When the Garleans first took Alighieri, these lands were rife with spinners all the time. Though we begged for help, our pleas fell on deaf ears. Our village is meant to be a trading hub, so you'd think they would protect such a place. But no. They would come only to get deep in their cups or take out their frustrations on who happens to be present at the time. If we weren't suffering at the hands of some drunk soldiers, we'd be fending for our lives against all manner of beasts with whatever makeshift weapons we could find. There was nothing we could do but endure their mocking laughter as we struggled to survive. But changed that. After he came and assumed command, he immediately put an end to our misery. The difference in our treatment was like night and day. He gave us our lives back, which is more than I can say for what the Allied forces are like to do for us. Bout is a good man. I hope in time you'll come to see him as we do. I think the propaganda machine has been working them over pretty good.
Yes. No matter who I talk to, there's too much beating around the bush to get any clear answers. Did they tell you anything useful? They said all that? No, I'm no saint. I'm just tired of seeing my men beat them bloody all the time. I'd seen enough of it before coming here. Amazing how treatment of the Empire's subjects can vary from place to place. There are territories where life is unchanged by the Garland's presence, and yet there are others whose denizens would welcome death with open arms. The only escape from either is to join their armies. If you manage to survive 20 years of service, you and your family can earn citizenship, a chance to have a good life. Needless to say, I jumped at the opportunity. I fought and fought until, before I knew it, I was an Imperial Centurion. But it was too late. Shortly after my promotion, I received word of my family's death, snatched away by some widespread illness. Where are you from? The suffering of these people only served to remind me of my loss, so I put an end to it. Simple as that. Yet still they thank me after I've killed so many. I'll never understand such nonsense. At least now we know for certain the reason for their adoration. Now we just have to convince them I'm not worth protecting. Or maybe that you don't need protecting.
I think he doesn't need protecting.
Give me a moment here.
I mean, to be blunt, he is kind of nice looking. He could probably pick up any girl in town and no one would bat an eye.
Unless you were their husband.
I don't know, the husband might be interested too. Remember, you're not gay for liking the guys in FF14. Sorry. Not sorry.
Not sorry.
Love you, dear.
Love you too.
Dragged through the mud. Bout has a plan to smear his reputation. Really? We'll need a good lie if we're going to change their opinions of me. I've got it. A holy man here in Alighieri was slain shortly after my arrival, just before I took command. It was the former Imperial commander who killed him, but you can tell people it was me. Really? Take my ring as proof. Say it was a keepsake of his, and that I pried it from his cold, dead hands. I'll be so blinded with hate, execution will seem too good a punishment for me. Then again, if people see through the lie, it wouldn't do well for your reputation to be speaking so poorly of me. Maybe we should start with just one person and gauge their reaction before we set the rumor mill to spinning. Try speaking with Jedalani. See if this gets her blood boiling. It probably will, but not in the right direction.
Yeah, I don't think this is very thought through, and that's That's Rena saying that. Hmm? What's this about Bout?
Bout's ring. A keepsake from Bout's family that he may remember what he's fighting for.
How awful. The people of Alighieri will be furious to hear this. Why, they might even consider handing him over to the Alliance forces, which is exactly what he wants, isn't it?
No, never, no. How would you think such a thing?
I haven't known you long, but I know what honorable women when I see one. Refuse to believe you would try and smear his reputation and turn against him. I can imagine why he might try, though. When you return to Bout, you can tell him I've told countless times before, no matter how horrible deeds he may have done in the past, no one is beyond forgiveness. Travelers come and go from Alighieri quite often, but should they wish to stay, who they were before coming here doesn't matter. We have no interest in the man Bout used to be, only the man he is now. Even if you were to be a murderer in the past, he's been nothing but kind to us since he arrived. The man we know is a gentle soul, and that is why we protect him. No matter what he says, he cannot change our minds. You could never send such a kind-hearted man away to be executed by the Eorzeans. They're not going to execute.
Not going to be a problem.
They're going to take one look at his record, look at the town folk, and go, great, yeah. You're our man in charge now.
Pretty much.
You're working with us? Yeah. Okay. You already know the lay of the land. You know these people. Go for it.
How did she take the news? She was absolutely livid, wasn't she? Tell me everything. You saw right through it.
Yeah, no dice.
Here's your ring back. I only care about the man I am now? What sort of man am I supposed to be? Your family's dead. Can't return to the Garleans. But that's not your concern. It seems it'll take more than a nasty rumor to sway their opinions of me. I'll have to think of something soon, though. It's only a matter of time before the Alliance decides it's done waiting. Could you try speaking with Chidalani once more? Not to spread more falsehoods, but about persuading the townsfolk to let me turn myself in, peacefully. Hopefully inspiration will strike by the time we return. I'm sure something will come to me. In the meantime, see if you can't persuade Chidalani to help you speak with the townfolk. How about we talk to Alliance Command and see what they actually think about all of this?
I'm sure if you and I put a good word in for him, it'll go a long way, especially since we've got the ear of Ralbon and Pippin right here.
And Lise.
She's kind of hiding out at the moment. I don't see her.
Yeah, but we do have her ear.
Yes. Let me guess.
We know all about having ears.
Yes, we're all ears. Let me guess. Bout sent you again, didn't he?
For constructive purposes?
He can conjure whatever lies he likes, but he can't change our minds. I thought, though I suppose I can understand why. I'm loath to admit it, but entreating the Alliance could solve all this. It could also make things much worse. If only there was someone among them who knew what kind of caring man Bout is. Perhaps then we can convince them to show him his mercy.
About that.
Bout has been speaking with Brazen Book in private about his surrender? Does this mean the Allied forces will come soon? Let's go and speak with him while there's still time. Shinny.
Ooh, city, fancy. Ah, you've brought company. What can I do for the three of you? An appeal on Bout's behalf. I'm not sure I follow.
Please, Brazen Book, there's nothing you could do for him to have him pardoned? Or better yet, take me in his stead. I say I am his accomplice, and I will tell your superiors anything they wish to hear.
Whoa, calm down, miss. No one wants to help him more than I do. That said, he's still a soldier of the Garlean Empire, an Imperial Centurion at that. As a member of the Resistance, I have a duty to take him into custody.
You can't! The people of Allegoria will not stand for his execution!
What? Who said anything about an execution?
But the Garleans told us you'd kill all the soldiers you capture.
For goodness sake, we're not savages. We're in the middle of assessing the documents and supplies they left behind, and his testimony as to what we found is sorely needed. Everyone's made it quite clear how his presence has improved living conditions here, so I suspect my superiors will be fairly lenient. That's not to say he won't face punishment, mind you, but he's got to come in for questioning.
I see. After so many years under their rule, the Garleans had convinced us that you were no better, if not worse than they were. On behalf of all the people of Allegoria, I offer you our sincerest apologies. Thank you for cleaning up this terrible misunderstanding. Bout will no doubt be relieved to hear this. Let's go and share the good news.
What sort of lies have the Garleans been feeding them all this time? I suppose it doesn't matter now. The people will come around eventually.
The same propaganda that every country tells every other country. The trick is figuring out what's the propaganda and what's truth. Oh no.
Out?
It seems Bout has left us a note.
Dear Rena and Ladunia, the time has come to bid you my final farewell. Try as I might to focus on the present, the past still haunts me. My family calls. If you can find it within you to grant me one last favor, I bid you deliver my head to the Allied forces. I have enclosed instructions to this end.
No, he can't! Rena, Ladonia, we have to stop him. Yes.
Darn straight we do. Give me a moment. Second chances. Giudelani is not yet ready to give up on Bout.
We can't let him go through with this, Rena. Latonia. It looks like he's heading northwest, towards the fringes. I pray we're not too late. Hark! Gishel Greens!
That doesn't look good.
Don't worry about don't worry about me. Save Bout.
On it.
Ah, Bandersnatch.
No snatching this guy. Volgar Pantera.
Bout, what do you think you're doing?
Hiya. Come on, Wilson, let's help you. I suppose this is where I'm supposed to thank you for saving my life. Maybe.
Bout, Rena, Latonia. Oh, thank goodness you're all unharmed.
Why the hells did you bring her here?
I'll let her do the talking.
Cowards, a lot of them. It would waste the chance to make an example of me. No, they want to make an example of you. A good example.
This is all our fault. If we hadn't shown such aggression towards the Allied forces, they would have likely made their intentions clear ages ago.
You needn't apologize. If I'd known they wouldn't kill me, I would have merely sought another way to death's door.
But why? You have so much to live for.
I have nothing. What is a man without his family? A soldier without his men? I've stained my hands with the blood of so many innocents. And for what? For an entire town that thinks you're a great person, that's what for.
You still have Alighieri. It would have been all too easy just to stand by and watch as those soldiers taunted and tormented us, and yet you showed us mercy.
Well, that was...
After all the good you've done here, are we not worth living for? Am I not worth living for?
Well, here we go.
I know I can never replace your family. I would never try. but I'd like to try and make you happy, if you'd like me.
What? Nice timing on the light shifting.
Mm-hmm. Has this obsession with loss truly made you blind? The people of Alighieri care about you, none more so than me. You brought light and hope back to our lives, and I would return that kindness 100-fold if I can.
Yes, by all means. Let's get married. Settle down here in the village. Fill our cottage with a patter of little feet.
Marriage? I didn't mean to. That's not to say I'm opposed to. Oh dear, this is all so sudden.
As she starts worrying about the logistics of fighting off every other girl in town. Before you let your imagination run wild, there's still the matter of my surrender to the Allied forces. I'm going to need your help in assuring the others that I won't be put to death.
Yes, of course.
I suppose this is it. I know not what they have in store for me, but I will at last atone for my crimes. When they release me, well, it seems I have something worth waiting for. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, I think he knew her well enough to pull a stinker on her for that.
Something like that.
She just wanted to be a girlfriend. He immediately said, "Oh, you want to be my wife?" Well, I think she wants the steps in between first.
There they are, heroes of the hour. Don't know how you did it, but Jidalani returned just now with Bout in tow. He says he's ready to turn himself in. What's more, public reaction to his surrender has been surprisingly calm. The last thing we need is to be fending off people we came to save. If you hadn't shown up when you did, I'm sure they'd be chasing us out of here with pitchforks and torches by now. Make sure they don't. We'll all be taking a leaf out of Bout's book and building better relations with the townsfolk. It'll take some work, to be sure, but we will get this place back to the way it used to be. Excuse me?
By the way,
Yes?
that is now bunny rated.
Ah! Indeed it is. Not really a tricorn.
If you squint at it really hard.
What, you mean close my eyes completely?
No,
You
sorry,
have at
Mr.
least
Grasshopper, we are not paying attention to you.
Yes. Now, they do have at least 2 different honest tricorn items.
2 at
The one
least
Eorzea
3.
has... Yeah, and I know there's at least one other. Do they have any bicorns?
I think so. I know there's at least one that comes from the Rabanastre, Orban Monastery raid, which is the Sky Pirates.
Mm-hmm.
I think that counts as a bicorn.
Trying to remind me in 5 minutes. Hi, Lise.
Elise! I know they're out there. Keep an eye out, would you? Something doesn't feel right. Elfie?
If there were Magitech armor nearby, surely we would have heard them by now.
I don't know. Those things could be kind of sneaky.
See? What did I tell you? Let us continue on to Specula Imperatoris.
To answer that question, Orca, no, we are not crazy enough. We will not set foot in that raid. That is asking for trouble.
Oh, good lord. Yeah, that is well out of our skill set.
There's a reason why it's referred to as an ultimate. As far as the game is concerned, the level of difficulty goes normal, EX, which are effectively a series of trials, extremes, savage, chaotic, and then ultimate. In that sort of progression. We generally don't get outside of at content normal.
Now, which set were you saying the bicorn would be in?
It's from Orban Monastery. I believe it's the Sky Pirates hat.
Now, Sky Pirates armor as a set, and it has Sky Pirates capital casting, etc., is a level 62 star recipe.
No. That's not what I'm looking at.
Yeah, so that is not the correct name.
Of that fight, no. It only exists in the ultimate form, which is really, really stupid difficult.
Well, it is, in a way, a higher, tougher version of the normal raid. I guess there's an EX, yeah, and there's an EX raid of it.
No, a savage.
Savage. I can never keep track of which is
Yeah.
what.
EX, i.e.
So
extremes.
technically, there's a normal and a savage version, which we have done, and the buns will eventually do the normal version of.
Yeah, EX, extremes are for trials, savages are for raids.
Yeah. I can never keep them straight. They all just come under tough. Tougher than I am doing at level.
Yeah, and of course, ultimates are just absolutely insane because you're resolving multiple mechanics at the same time. And if one person messes up, the entire group dies.
Yeah. And you can't do the 3 silly things thing, which is to say, do it over level without the level sync and possibly under party.
Yeah, no, it has to be level synced and you have to have a full party or they won't even let you in the door. Oh, hold on. Hold on.
Is it punch-in time?
It's punch-in time! Because it's a hunt target.
Ah,
One of one.
that was probably why.
The closest low-level version of it is a version of Kefka shows up in Redacted, which the bunnies have not gotten to because Redacted.
Yes. But the ultimate is kind of a version of that. It's the same platform and things like that. So it is actually based on that.
Heh, nothing to it. Whew, that would have been an unceremonious ending to our tale.
Of course, there were still soldiers looking about. Fortunately, they were no match for Lise. Come, Mediata is not much further. Of course, in light of our recent encounter, it would be prudent to proceed with caution and remain vigilant for Imperial forces. You said it.
These buns are not evil. They're just not very bright.
Yes.
Though, why did we mount up? It's just over here.
LA story? That's why? Okay, here we go. Hello there.
I stunned it! That circle of death was sad.
Circle of inconvenience?
Circle of boo-boos!
Yeah, Urbani Monastery is the Evolesian sect. Evolesian brave mercenary, Evolesian sky pirates, that's what you're trying to think of.
Yeah.
Sky Pirate's hat. Kind of a bicorn? I'm not quite sure of the proper definitions to know if that actually counts or not. Certainly not a classic bicorn.
Yeah, it's
type I'm
it's
thinking
like
of.
a bicorn adjacent.
Yes. Yes, it is.
I thought they said this was a village. It looks more like a work camp.
Nary a soldier in sight. Mayhap they were recalled to Castrum Apania.
Looks like it's safe to enter. I don't see any Imperials. I don't see smoke above Castrum Abania anymore. Do you think they fixed the cannon already?
Now, the first step is putting out the cerulean fire, and that's probably all they've had time for. The only one is impossible.
Ew! Cerulean fire. Ugh.
Yes.
There's a toxic biohazard that I've ever heard of.
Yeah. Let's see what turns off. That one. Where courage endures. The Regadan woman you seek is somewhere in Radiata, and Lise is eager to find her.
Alphino said we are looking for a Rogadan woman, right? And we should answer her with the question with courage. I suppose we'll just have to strike up a conversation with every one of them we find until we find our contact. Let me know if you find her. I'll do the same.
And hi, RE. Yeah, this is not much of a village.
She has to be around here somewhere. Any luck? No, me either.
So, as I was saying about this woman,
They're not paying attention to you, Alfie. I'm sorry. Galerius Gall. I'm sorry. Did your
Gorillaz.
parents hate you?
Gorillaz call.
But I'm sorry you had those parents. Ain't seen you around before. Takes a certain kind of woman to walk into a place like this uninvited. One with courage, I suppose? Courage, you say? Well, that's in short supply these days. Better to keep your head down and go along to survive. Call me a coward too, if you like. 'Cause I'll not speak of it anymore. At least, not here. Outside Radiata, behind the barricade over yonder, on the other hand.
Cinny. A Cinny behind the barrier.
Hey, was that who I think it was? Well, that's relief. Or trap. Either way, I'll find Alphino and Alice. We'll meet you there. No, followed, were you? Good. Oh, don't worry about those three. They're with me.
Yes.
That's all of you, is it? Let's get to it, then. Name yourselves.
We are the Science of the Seventh Dawn, friends of Marshal Hareband.
Name Stark. Stark Woad. The rest of you know, or we wouldn't be here. This is about the Speculum Imperatoris and the cannon, isn't it?
Yeah. Just so, can you tell us what happened?
I overheard soldiers talking while working in the mass. The cerulean pipe fueling the cannon was destroyed by an unidentified male insurgent, they said.
One man single-handedly disabled the cannon? That beggars belief.
Nevertheless, that's what they said. It took a while, but they finally put the fires out, and the engineers have been working all day and night to repair it. Wish I could tell you more, but the incident has everyone jumping at shadows, and I'm afraid to say much more. To make matters worse, all the Alamegan help has been sent home indefinitely. So the cannon could already be fully operational. We need to sneak inside Castor and Mabania to ensure the cannon is no longer a threat to our troops. Can you help us? Aye, that much I can do. I've pieced together a map of the interior over the years, and I know for a fact that there are multiple entry points.
Impressive. If we split into several groups, that may improve our odds of reaching the fire control center. We may be few in number, but I have faith we can see this through.
Do 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 do.
Yeah.
Yep. However, look at we have side quests.
Did the camp light up?
Yes, the camp light up.
Okay.
I tell you, some of those resistance folks can't see the forest through the trees. Ambushing the occasional Imperial patrol won't change a damn thing. Infiltrating their cast rooms and learning their secrets, on the other hand... It's thanks to brave men and women like her that we have a chance to win this war. It's good to see that even this deep in occupied territory, there are still some who defy their oppressors.
Well, time to do one more quest and then switch to a different class.
About ready to ding?
Yes. Maybe 2 because of the lower rewards on the side quest, but I think 1 will do it.
Mott.
Give them the evil eye. Mott is whispering to herself in sinister tones, and maybe keep it to just this one for the moment.
Do you know what a catoblepis is? You don't see them around here much these days, but I spotted one that strayed from its herd. Give me a sec. The eye of such a creature is said to possess baneful powers. I want it. I need it. Now, I'm just a delicate lass, and I'll wager you have no trouble popping it free from that wandering monster's skull. Here, I have it all planned out. Bait this spot over to the west with these vegetables, and wait for the catoblepis to toddle on over and take a nibble. Then, fling this paralysis powder at its face. That should slow it down enough for you to strike a clean killing blow. I don't want any harm to come to that precious eye. Right then, I'll be waiting. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Ooh. Can we get up there? Okay. So how are we doing? Ether currents. This is the peaks.
Uh-huh.
So that's all the ones to find. We have like 3 more quest ones to get.
And there's at least 2 in the village here. And one's going to be our exit quest through the dungeon.
Yeah.
Fetch vegetables.
A generous serving of fresh, glistening vegetables just begging to be eaten by a wandering cataplepus. Eat me, eat me.
Nummy, 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 nums.
We're waiting. When?
Just a second. Evil eye, how I wish you were mine. Well, did you get it? Is it unblemished?
Why are we giving this to you? Cataplepus eye. Baneful energy radiates from this bloody orb.
Yes, it's perfect. Ah, just gazing into its foreboding orb sends a chill through my soul. As my
We
dear...
know a few things about baleful eyes, and no, really, you don't want anything to do with that.
As my dear departed Nana used to say, if you want the nastiest curse, use the eye of a cataplepus. My revenge is nigh, you imperial bastards! May the fleas of 1,000 jammels infest your neithers!
Really? 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 Moment.
Congrats, son 69.
Yes. Okay, what next? Wow. Shimmer in the scales. Garrulous Gaul wishes to lay the groundwork for a new business. Are you with the Eorzean Alliance? We're grateful for all you've done to free Radiata from the grip of the Imperials. We've had to bow down to the Empire and do their army's grunt work just to survive each day. Now that they're gone, we're stuck looking for new ways to make a living. That's where you can help if you're willing. All I need is for you to gather some scales from a purple morpho. Here, take this syrup. Drip it on the ground at this spot on your map, and the scent should attract one of those fluttering beauties. I can use the scales to set up a new business, you see. Even one damn morpho is too much for me to handle. Almost lost an eye the last time I tried. Well, at least he did try to do it himself. You still have the syrup? You just drip some onto the ground where I told you, and it should attract a morpho. Try not to damage the scales. Well, that is a bunch of quests. Fopper Faux Pas. Rudiger seeks a partner for his money-making scheme. You like money? Sure you do. Work with me to capture the Fopper over by the watering hole, and we'll be swimming in coins, my friends. I'll explain the why of it afterwards, but you need to take that walking eyeball alive. As for the how, I've got the perfect tool for the job. Here, take this! The darts that come with that blowpipe are coated with poison. Not lethal, of course, but you pop one of those into the flopper, and it'll be twitching on the ground within moments. Easy, eh? Head over to the watering hole, find a spot where you can snipe the critter from a safe distance. Trust me, you don't want to get too close. Once the fopper's down for the count, scoop it up in a sack or something, and bring it back to me. There's some risk involved, to be sure, but I promise you'll be paid for your trouble. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Critical moss. Augury needs a strong hand to save the trees. Well, now, those look like nice strong hands. Not afraid to get them dirty, are you? I only ask because the trees around here could use some attention. Their roots have begun to rot, and if not is done, we stand to lose the only large vegetation for malms. There is a way to save them, though. I need you to head to the watering hole to the southwest and find a couple of mosslings to hack apart. Gather up what's left of them, then bury the clumps in between the roots of the trees that grow near the water. That should do the trick. Explosive profits. I hope this isn't sweating dynamite. Bob needs a woman who knows her explosive ordnance. You there, you seem capable. Experienced with weapons, are you? What about the explosive kind? I have a friend who's uncovered a cache of Imperial grenades. Neither of us has the slightest idea how to use them. You need to know your merchandise if you need to get the best price. My acquaintance is over at Specula Imperator's right this moment, experimenting with the ordnance. I beg you, please go and give him a hand before he loses both of his. Fair enough.
1, 2, 3, 4, and this would make number 5.
Yeah, so doing the one ahead of time is actually kind of working out. Mediata stores. Godofrey appears to be in need of some tight-lipped assistance. God damn it. This will all fall through without the goods, but how am I supposed to get there and back without... Bloody hells, where did you spring from? Never mind that. Can you keep your mouth shut? I have a package hidden away over in Specula Imperatoris, and I need someone discreet to go and fetch it for me. Don't let its size dissuade you. The thing's as light as air. I'd head over there myself, you know. If folk were to spot me, it would cause complications for future dealings. Well, go on. There's a reward in it for you. Most people seem to think that if they mention a reward, we'll do anything for them. How do they know us so well?
I was about to say they're not wrong.
I mean, we just met.
Big Whiffin.
You want to take him?
Do we have to?
Key. You can punch him. I know how to motivate you.
It'd be punching time!
Breakneck. When the King of Ruin fell, his head executioner refusing to be subjected to the same cold justice he felt his entire life, slit his own throat. Unable to bear the loss, the executioner's pet beast, Neckbreaker, took to the peaks where he has been continuing his kind master's work ever since, much to the chagrin of the region's innocent residents.
broke his neck! I did not mean to do that. I punched him too hard.
You broke your toy.
I broke my toy.
Ah.
Unless you need to do it. Okay.
Nope, nope. I have a green check mark.
Maniac Hurayan man.
Oh, hello there. Dodd sent an expert to have a look at my grenades, did he? I was just about to start lobbing them at those crates there, but it might be best if you showed me how it's done. He says here in the case that these are the Mark 42 model, whatever that might mean. Not for it, but to try them out, eh? I'll wager you could blow up several crates at once if you threw one just right. Might be best to check the crates first to make sure they aren't packed full of explosives. But no, we're doing this the hard way. Mark 42 grenades. Having me too close. Really?
Really?
Only got 2 with that shot. Albert's righteous wrath, that was impressive. In fact, these Imperial beauties might be powerful enough to blow a few other things to pieces. Come with me to the backside of the base. I have something else I want you to test the grenades on.
Great, we're grenade testers. Again.
Yep.
At least we're not throwing them at silly Mikode. Again.
Yes. Cover the unheavy package.
Well, he did say it was light as a feather.
Light as air.
Okay, those I don't feel so bad at throwing grenades at.
I just hope they don't blow up either. You see those war machina? They're too broken for battle, but the individual pieces will fetch a decent purse on the right market. The only problem is the things are still too damn sturdy to take apart without special tools. I'd say a grenade counts as a special tool. Here, have a new case. Let's see some war machina bits fly.
Oh, that there.
Nicely done. Now I've learned proper grenade usage, and we have a pile of parts to sell. 2 birds with 1 explosion. Aye, both the weapons and the war machina pieces should earn us a tidy sum, assuming we can find a discerning customer. Speaking of which, I'd best take my grenades you didn't throw. Where did you learn how to use Imperial weaponry anyway?
Here and
Head
there.
back to Dob, and he'll reward you for sharing your expertise. Thanks again.
Okay. You're
Yeah,
welcome.
he is way too eager. He's gonna blow himself up.
They always do. You're gonna taunt
yeah.
us until we can fly, aren't you?
Yes.
Nope, we have not completed the area and to be able to fly. We've got all the...
Getting close.
Yeah, we're close, but we're not there yet. We've got at least 3 more quests, one of which is staying in the village at the moment.
Yes. And one of which, of course, will be the quest to get us out of here.
Let's do a quick round of turn-ins.
Well, did you bring the goods? Unheavy package. Despite its bulky size, this package is surprisingly light. Aye, that's the stuff. You've done this sort of thing before, eh? Yes. A couple of times. I see what you're thinking. What's in this big package that weighs next to naught? Well, I'd better satisfy your curiosity before you start asking questions to the wrong people. It's tobacco, my friend, made right here in Radiata. I used to be a porter for the Imperials, you see, carting supplies around all day till my back was screaming. The officers would complain about their military-issue pipe weed, so I started earning myself a few small luxuries by smuggling in Radiata's best. On quiet, of course. I'd appreciate it if you could keep quiet, too. I mean to sell to the resistance forces next, and they'd best not know about my previous customers. Here's the reward I promised you. Half for the job, half to keep your lips sealed. Understand? Tobacco does have a decent amount of mass as tried to plant matter. And probably pick that up like next week.
Do the other turn-ins first?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're like 10 till, so probably call it after that. One thing, we need to find ourselves a rest zone because this isn't it. Did you get the scales? Iridescent scales. A shimmering pile of scales gathered from the wings of a purple morpho.
See? Pretty.
Oh, these are just... See how they glimmer in the light? They'll be perfect for crafting glamour prisms. It's once my job to scrub the floors of the army's barracks and such. You wouldn't think that a particularly challenging task, until you find yourself mopping up the blood of your countrymen. I mean to put those dark days behind me by trading in things made of beauty and light. That's why I wanted those scales. Thank you for your help. I hope that the same brightness you've brought me will shine down on you when all's said and done.
Aw, thank you.
Times are changing. With change comes opportunity for business. It's only a matter of finding that special something to catch the customer's eye.
As I run around in circles.
Yes. Hi, Dob. Your friend is crazier than you are. My friend stopped by and told me how the test went, so I thank you for keeping him safe. not entirely comfortable around Imperial ordnance, to be honest. We spent years slaving in a castrum workshop, loading powder into cannon shells and the like. It felt as if every bullet I filled was another countryman I helped kill. Guilt grew so strong that I could almost cast myself off a cliff. But my fear of death was the stronger. Like a coward, I chose moldy heels of bread over the lives of my fellows. In the end, I decided that I'd spite the Empire by living out my wretched life and profit off the very same weapons I helped build. I'll be a damn weed, thriving on the rocky slopes of Garabania.
No ding for me.
Sorry. Hold on a moment. Get this necklace. Take my penny ante upgrades where I can get them.
I mean, I'm really close, but no ding for me.
Sorry. You're not that close.
Do, 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 do.
Alright, still have 2 more things to do anyway.
Do you want to do them, or shall I just head to race?
Let's do them. Let's see if we can just... I thought we were finishing our roundup.
No.
So now I'm going to be stubborn and finish off our roundup.
Okay. I got to punch things, so not shabby.
Okay.
We're looking for a flopper. Oh, oh, oh. There he is.
Oh, okay, so those guys.
And I'm gonna take you, and I'm gonna shove you in this bag.
I'm gonna put the bag in another bag and mail the bag to myself.
Yes.
Bossified bossling. One of 2.
Here would be dos.
Okay.
And then we take them and we apply them to the rotted roots.
Mossling Clump, the nutrient-rich remains of a mossified mossling.
It's mosserific.
Something like that. next week we'll have, like, 2 side quests to do, one of which will probably start a chain. And then it's probably lots of dungeon running and fate farming.
We shall see.
Because we have a lot of stuff to get up to 69.
Yeah, well. We knew the job was dangerous when we took it.
All finished then? There's a certain mold which afflicts the tree root, see? And some property of the mosslings works to kill that mold off. We don't rightly know how or why it works. The trees are hardy enough to recover from the damage. Thank you, friends. With all the other troubles besieging the land, it's hard to find anyone to care about a few scraggly trees. And I think they could teach us all a thing or two about survival.
You know you're in a real world of hurt if the area you used to live in was forested. Note the term, was.
Yeah. Well, did you get the little blighter?
It's right here.
Twitching fopper. A feebly twitching fopper in a sack. It's in there. It's actually in there. Alright, calm down, hero. Do you have any idea how much fopper tears are worth to an alchemist? Now that we've captured ourselves a live fopper, we can harvest them whenever we damn well please. Just a quick whack on its head, and out pours liquid gold. We'll be stinking rich.
Are you sure about that?
Eh? This will stop it from turning its eye on me. Well, you see, maybe I could tie it... No, that wouldn't work. You know what? I didn't really think this through. Bloody hells. When it wakes up, I'll have an angry fopper in a sack. I'd better put it back where it came from. Ah, you have taken your first step towards wisdom.
Okay, back to Alighieri.
Great.
Which is where I was heading before we got interrupted by questions.
Yeah, well.
Well, I'm a little closer to my goal.
Yes, you are. About 300,000 to go. Side quests are currently worth about 27,000 each. A bit over 10 side quests would probably level you on one class. And I don't think we have 10 side quests left.
No, we do not.
Yeah, next week is gonna be our adventures in getting levels.
Probably.
Definitely levels.
Yo, resistance fire! Could you yank this guy off our butt? Thank you! We just want a beer over
And now
here.
he's chasing it down.
Yes, he is. And now they're fighting! Go! 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 You can get him! You're a strong guard of Alighieri. It's not that big of a hopper. Uh-oh, there's the AoE marker. I feel like I should stand just in the doorway with the stage lights for cheers. Oh! No,
We
no.
need an eating popcorn emote.
Yes. Yes, we do. Unfortunately, these scrolls do not have the eat chicken emote. That is strictly for,
Yeah.
Darren and Riley. And he won! Good job, Mr. Resistance Fighter. I'm gonna sit right
Good.
here.
I was gonna feel really guilty if he lost.
Yeah! We'd have to go avenge him. But that said, it is time and past time to call it a night. Thank you all very much for spending your Sunday evening with us. We will be back tomorrow for what are we doing tomorrow?
Let's see. We've already done the weekly for Aunt T. So probably cosmic exploration.
With maybe a little Yakoi.
Lots and lots of mining. Yeah, and a round of Yakoi would be good.
So yeah, probably cosmic exploration. With that said, you all be safe, be well, get a good night's sleep. And we will see you here tomorrow, starting at 9:30 Pacific, for our mains in space.
Yes. Everyone have a great night. Hope to see you here then.
Good night, all.